Praise Jesus. Alpha. The dictionary meaning for alpha. Okay, alpha. 1. The first letter in the Greek alphabet. A. A equals English A. A. Often used to designate the first in a series, especially in scientific classifications, as A. Chemistry of a compound, one of the possible positions of substituted atoms or groups. B. Examination, etc., the highest mark. 2. The first, beginning, adjective. 3. Zoology, holding the dominant position in a group of social animals. Alpha pair, alpha wolf phrase. Add alpha, finance to add value to a transaction without increasing risk. Greek from Hebrew, lit ox, since originally represented by a. Someone explain to me, how do women ever become alpha from that definition? Someone explain it to me. I just read you the definition of alpha. No women are that. I hear one more woman say, I'm alpha. You're not the head of a pack. You're not the head of a group. You're not the alpha. Stop saying you're alpha. Maybe you need a dictionary to read. It's like all the patriarchy stuff. None of you even read the definition of what it is. I just read you alpha. You women are not alpha. You're not the head of a pack, of a group. You are not it. Stop saying you're alpha. You don't know what alpha means. Go pick up a dictionary and read it. I'm sick of women saying words and they don't even know the definition of them. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's go to another one. This is why I've got dictionaries, because I like to know what stuff means instead of listening to people trying to tell me what it means and they don't know what it means themselves. Alpha. Women, you're not alpha. You're not the head of a pack. You know what the head of a pack is? It's like the lion with the big mane. He's the head of the pack. The male is normally the head of the pack. That's what alpha means. You are not alpha just because you're strong and independent. No, that doesn't mean you're alpha. You're not the head of a pack. Alpha, head of the pack. You're by yourself. You're not the head of nothing. You're yourself. You're not alpha. I swear, people are dumb as dog shit today. They don't read books. They don't look up definitions. They are just idiots. It's like when I hear rappers and they say words and I'm like, do they even know what that word means? And they try and say, well, look at your skill. And I go, you just said a whole bunch of nonsense. And people are going, yeah. And I hear what you say. And I go pick up the dictionary and I go, you just sounded like an idiot. You know? That's the only reason Eminem is so good. Because he read the dictionary. He knows what the words mean. That way he can put them into a sentence to make them sound good. So like Chris Webby, he's the same. KRS-One. These people are very intelligent with their words because they know what they mean. All right, this is the one. And if people actually knew what this word means, they would understand it. But they don't. They just spit it out and have no idea what it means. All right, PATRST. PATR, patrician, patriarchy. Now, I'm going to tell you what patriarchy means. Patriarchy. 1, a form of social organization in which the father is head of the family and which descent is reckoned in the male line, the children belonging to the father's clan. A community organized and run upon such as a system. See what it says? It says the patriarch is the man at the head, as God has asked us to be, the head of the house of the family. And then the other one, what does it say? A community organised and run upon such a system. It doesn't say a male-dominated blah, blah, blah that you all like to carry on with. It just says a community organised and run upon such a system. Okay, patriarch. Any of the earlier biblical personage regarding as the fathers of the human race, compromising those from Adam to the birth of Abraham, one of the 3 great sons of Jacob. Yeah, it's all based on, the patriarch is based on biblical. It's the biblical order. So all these women whinging about the patriarchy, well, guess what? You're against God. The patriarchy is God's order. So next time, all of you want to have your mouse moving, pick up a dictionary. I've got several different versions. Pick up a dictionary and actually read what the meaning means. Don't just make it up because someone told you. Actually pick up a dictionary and understand what it means. Women, you're not alpha. Sorry, dictionary says what it means. You got brainwashed because you're too dumb to go pick up a book and read what words mean. A lot of years, like all these people calling people fascist. Oh, I'm getting that one up. Because you'll find that Antifa, BLM, the KKK, who else? LGBTQ plus plus plus. Yeah, they're all fascists. That's what fascism is. A group of people saying this is what we're going to do. Don't worry about your votes. This is what we're going to do, and news will follow it. That's fascism. I'll even read you what it means. Like, these people are ridiculous. They don't pick up books and read them. BLM, Antifa, they're all fascist groups. Like the KKK, fascist groups, skinheads, fascists. Calling the people like Abiy Yemeni and all that fascists, you're an idiot. He is the total opposite of fascism. Like, this is why I pick up stuff and I read it. Facial, facile, facilitate, facilitator, facility, facing, facsimile, machine, fact box, factory, factorial, factory, faculty, fade. What was I looking at? Fascist. That's the one. FACIST. Oh no, FASCH. FAS, FARS. Here we go. FAS. Fascism. Here we go. I'm going to about to show you what fascism means. Okay, fascism. 1. A theory of social organisation based on the idea that those most suited to hold power should do so. Wow! So BLM, Antifa, LGBT, they're all socialist fascist groups. And it just says it right here. A theory of social organisation based on the idea that those most suited to hold power should do so. What do socialists want? More government, more people in power. 2. A pattern of social organisation embracing this theory, which usually exalts a people or nation, had centralised autocratic government under a dictator or forcibly suppress forcibly oppress all opposition. What did the Democrats in America do? Blame Trump, said he was all these things, and we're the good guys. Fascism! Thank you, I'm kicking your ass. Antifa, BLM, KKK, all of you, I'm kicking your ass. You're all the fascists. That's what the definition is saying. You're the fascists. Okay. Adopted between the world wars by several European countries such as Italy, Germany. Oh, wow! Italy and Germany known as fascist countries. 3. Any extreme. This is a lie. This has been put in by somebody because it should just say any extreme ideology, sometimes involving racism. No, that's not. This is just. Where's this from? It's got to be something dumb. Like, this has been right wing. It says an extreme right wing. What's right wing or left wing got to do with the first part of saying theory of social organisation based on an idea that those most suited to hold power should do? That's got nothing to do with being far right or far left or in the middle. That's about dictatorships, communism, socialism. That's got nothing to do with far right. So they've just put this in here because someone decided, because that's why it's got 1, 2, and then 3. 3 is, we better put this in the book. Look, it says any extreme far right ideology, sometimes involving racism. So, and it's got Italia. Italians and Europeans, they pretty much look alike. So where's the racism coming from? Italian, fascist, a bundle of rods containing an axe. Well, there you go. Fascist, someone who advocates or sympathizes with fascism. That's not a definition. You just said the same word twice. A dictatorial person, socialism, communism, not the USA. Like, see, you people don't read books. Like, look what it says. Someone who advocates or sympathizes with fascism, a dictatorial person. Whoever this person is putting far right. You can be far left and be an absolute dictator. It doesn't matter whether you're far right or far left. If you make a social organization, a group of people who tell everyone else what to do, that's fascism. It doesn't matter whether you're far left or far right. The definition in the first sentence says it. A theory of social organization based on an idea that those most suited to hold power should do so. That's not far left or far right. That's any person who goes under that definition. That's fascism. All right, what's another one? So do yourselves a favor, pick up a freaking book. Because Antifa, BLM, LGBTQ plus, the KKK, or any of these organizations that want their way and no one else's, that's fascism. That's not that's against the patriarchy. Patriarchy has a set of orders and rules that everyone's involved with, that everyone has to take accountability from the top to the bottom. That's the patriarchy. That's not fascism. Fascism is a group of people who all think they're above everybody else and will tell them what to do, like communism, like dictators. So do yourself a favor, pick up a dictionary, read it, and where it has either far left or far right, erase it. That's just dumb shit. You can be far left or far right and be a dictator. The first sentence I gave you, an organization of a social construct that believes a certain group of people should be in charge and do so. That you know who's got that system? China, Russia. How long have Putin and Xi Jinping been in charge? That's fascism, known as communism, socialism. They all roll into the same thing. A group of people telling everyone what they have to do, and they never lose power. You all think Trump's going to do that? He has to get voted in to do it. And do you reckon he'll probably win the next election? I reckon he will. Because I reckon people will see what he's doing and go, we need you for another 4 years. And the people can vote on that. If the people want that, a majority of the people want that, it has to be. Now, and phobias are you're scared of something. And you say it. And I don't know where they got this Islamophobia from. If I'm talking about it and saying what it is, how am I scared of it? If I was scared of it, I would shut up. But I'm not scared of Islam because I'm not scared of people who think it's okay to touch little kids, to hit women, to treat women like sex dolls. No, I'm going to say it. I am not scared. I have no phobia of Islam. If they want to kill me, that's on them. It's time for people to understand that. If I'm talking about their books and what it says, that's on them, not me. I didn't write their book. I'm not the author. I'm not the illustrator. I'm not the narrator. They all said it comes from God. Oh, well, I'd like to know who put the ink to the paper then and wrote it. And then it says there's an author. And then it says this one originates from 1924, not back when they say it does. And that there's no copies for that book, that some Islamic follower didn't agree with another Islamic follower, so they got rid of all them papers when they said it's never changed, when it obviously has. All this information is on the internet for everyone to see. It's up to the government and everyone to either be scared or to tell what it is. Now, Christians are being bashed from pillar to post because we say what the Ten Commandments are. We say what God's commands are. We say what he wants us to do. He has his position and order. But the one thing that Christians are told not to do is to kill, to murder, to assault women, that we are to love our wives. We are to protect women and children. So I don't know why you bash Christians pillar to post when there's another belief that believes you should pay them money to believe in what you believe, or they have the right to kill you. I don't know where your head is. I don't know where your brain is, but maybe you left it back at your, I don't know, wherever you left it. Maybe you hid it in the cupboard and forgot to open the cupboard to retrieve it and put it back in your head. It says what it says. And I have asked plenty of Arabs what it says, and they say that's exactly what it says, and this is what it exactly means. And all these politicians and media are cowards. That's what I've heard from Arabs who actually know exactly what the book says and what all their books say and know the history of what they've done. And yous are the scared ones. Yous are the ones with Islamophobia, not us. We're saying what's in their book. We're telling you what they've done. And yous are the phobia ones. Yous are the scared ones. Yous are the ones. I remember watching this thing and it had all these TV people, no more anti Semitism. And in the same thing, no more Islamophobia. And I'm sitting there going, Islam hates the Jews. Like, it's all through their books. Like, what game are you playing? Are you that ignorant? Seriously, all them people on that ad who done that ad, you are the most ignorant morons on the planet. We are looking at you like you're idiots. You will be the first ones who will get slaughtered by them, while we, Christians, will have to start another crusade because of it. It's coming. We can see it a mile away. The Christians can see it. They're like, oh, God damn, another crusade's coming. These people are idiots. They don't, like, what do they say? History will repeat itself, and it's going to repeat itself. But, I mean, the 7th century, right, till what, the 14th or 16th century, Islam Caliphate, that's how long it lasted. From the 7th century to the 14th or 1600th century, Islam Caliphate was in the Middle East and Europe, destroying, like, killing people who didn't bow to Islam. Like, do you understand that? And we're going to repeat it again because you are just cowards. You let Islam, they're either paying you or you're too weak to admit what it's about. And you always say, oh, well, the moderate Muslims don't follow Islam. They don't follow it. They're better examples than Muhammad. Most moderate Muslims are better than their own prophet that they believe in. He's not a prophet. He hasn't had one prophet come true. The only one he got come true was the one that he said, if I'm a false prophet, I will die by poison. How did he die? Exactly like that. So he's a false prophet. Like, you can't read this shit and just sit there and go, do they even read it? Like, do Islamic people even read their own books? Like, and you talk to some, and you just think, you don't need the Quran. You need to go to school and learn words. You need to learn meanings. You just need to go to school because you're dumb as dog shit. And you know, and we're only heading for disaster. You can see it a mile away. Like me, I don't really care. I'm dying in, like, I don't know, 40 years. Less than that, maybe, tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to die, but I'm not going to be here when the next caliphate comes. And it's not going to be in the Middle East and Europe. It's going to be in America. It's going to be in Australia. It's going to be in New Zealand. It's going to be in Canada. And all the people who protected Islam, guess what? You're going to be the first ones getting killed by them. Your women are going to be the first ones getting raped by them. You're going to be the first ones to suffer the shit you protected because you're idiots. This is not a Walt Disney utopia fantasy world. This is real life. They will kill you. They will rape your women. They do not care. All for Allah. While you have a go at Christians because we are not like Islam. We do not kill you because God is not mocked. God is the Almighty. He's the most powerful. He's the perfect. Why would he care about a little weak human being? Going, oh, Christianity. Why would he care? But Islam, they can't take it because their God's not strong enough. Their God, he's a weak fool. Oh, he said something. Gonna have to blow everybody up and scatter children everywhere. And you let this happen. You let Allah Akbar blow people to pieces. And when a victim gets killed, you make the victim the transgressor instead of the transgressor being the victim. No, that's sorry, I screwed that up. You make the transgressor the victim and the victim the transgressor. As soon as someone gets killed, or don't be Islamophobic, what kind of nonsense is that? Well, that's nonsense. No, you call out Islam and say, a jihadi did it because of your book. You killed an innocent person. So we're going to call you out. And if you want to keep killing people, well, that means you are threatening every other human being. That's what that means. You call out Islam and you say, Islam, pull your head in, and if you threaten us, we have got the true indication of who Islam is. That's what you need to do. You say, Islam, either your people stop doing this, or there will be consequences like deporting every single one of you out of the country. You can go to a country where you can kill and rape each other, not innocent humans. Okay, how about that? How about that for an example? How about stop doing it or go to a place where you can do that? Because it's not happening here. Because if you let it continue, it will happen here. And all of our children will suffer. And if I was your child and I saw you being this cowardly, I would call you that. If I was Albanese's kid, whoa, I would be calling him the biggest coward on the planet. He'd tell you that because I know you can read Albanese. I know you know, but you just haven't got the kahunas, the heart, the good soul. I mean, I saw you dancing in the Mara. That just says everything. The devil's got the hold of you because everything you protect is evil. You don't protect the rightness. You don't protect the goodness of this world, of our country. You can see it with everything that's going on. A policeman harassing Australians with the Australian flag in Australia. How retarded. How dumb. No, that Palestinian flag, this is not Palestine. This is Australia. We will carry our flag wherever we go. If you don't like it, I guess you leave Australia. Isn't that the answer you should be saying? Not, oh, it's going to be unsafe. I don't care. This is Australia. I will carry my flag from here to there, to over there, to across there. And if you have a problem with it, I think you don't belong in this country. Seriously, I don't think you belong in this country if I can't carry my flag and you'll say, oh, that flag. Well, it's the country you are in. This flag belongs here. If you don't think so, I think you're in the wrong country. And it does. It pisses me off. It pisses a lot of people off. I'm just not afraid to say it. I will say it to you all over the world on the internet. When you've seen me around, I live alone. I go to shops alone. I go everywhere alone. I'm not going to fear you. I don't care. Who do you people think you are? What, you want to kill me? You want to get violent? You want to be evil? That just shows who you are, not who I am. I'm telling the truth. I don't want violence. I don't want blood. And I don't want them type of people in my country. Do you understand that? I am against violence. I'm against death. I'm against raping. I'm against pedophilia. I'm against all them things that a human forces themselves against another human being. I am against it. It is the Christian principles. Do unto others as you have done to you. What goes around comes around. Reap what you sow. They are Christian things we believe in. Do unto others as you have done to you. So what would that imply? So if you go and forcibly hurt someone, someone gets to forcibly hurt you. That's what goes around comes around means. You reap what you sow. You do something bad, you're going to reap it. Look, you know how I explain this? Look at all the Islamic countries. They had done a caliphate for hundreds of years. Now look at their countries. Destroyed. And look at all the other countries that Islam fight. You know why they because because a superpower is in their country. The United States of America. The United States of America is in Qatar. They have a military base there. I mean, if they F around, America will show them how they find out. Why do you think Saudi Arabia's not messing around? I mean, it's probably the best thing Saudi Arabia's ever done to bring peace to that area. Smart thing Saudi Arabia did, but they're still Islamic. Can't be trusted. Because the way they think and the way what their book says, I mean, if you all want to know what Islam is, I suggest you go and listen to a guy called Christian Prince or Rob Christian or Afadi, Arabs who speak the language, who know what the book says. And they get Islamic people to ring them up and debate them. And you know what normally happens? The Islamic people threaten them. Threaten them with violence or raping their mum. And you're going to tell me, what should I think about Islam? Well, you get your answer by reactions of people and how they act. If your God is so godly, why are you not godly? Why are you like Satan? Why are you doing that? Now I protect myself and I say I'm going to punch somebody because they're destroying me. They are killing me. They are putting me in a grave. They are saying I'm not worthy of living or existing. Would I kill anybody? In self-defense. That's the only way I'm allowed to. God says I'm only allowed to defend myself. I'm not allowed to attack anybody. If I attack somebody, that's against God. It means I'm doing it for Satan. Sorry, not doing that. But we are allowed to defend ourselves. And sometimes I say things that I don't mean, but it's the context of saying that's what you deserve because of the way you're treating me in my life, in my humanity, in my existence. You know? And I know people want me dead. I've had people wanting to kill me all my life because they're evil. They are evil people and I don't like them. And I let them know that I don't like them. I let them all know. I don't care. Satan is evil. And I hate him. I hate him so much for what he has done to my life. How he manipulated people to manipulate me so I thought it was normal. And I thought it was normal. And now I look back and I went, I hate Satan. You know, he got me addicted to all different things. Sexual, immoral, alcoholic, food, cursing, stealing, lying. You know, all them things that you think, oh, it's okay. And then you pick up the Bible and you research history and find out Jesus was real. You find out he actually did what he did. And then you read the Bible and you're like, whoa, I'm in trouble. I'm in big, big trouble with Jesus. Not you. I don't care about you. I'll do what Christ wants me to do. I'll do things, but I don't care about your judgment. I care about God's judgment. It's massive to me because where I'm going, if He doesn't forgive me, whoa! Like seriously, people, Don't joke about hell. It's not a laughing matter. Hell is nothing like you have ever experienced on this planet. There's nothing on this planet that can show you what hell is going to be. In the Bible, yeah, it sounds very, very, very painful, agonizing, terrifying, scary. So just, I just, I'm alone in this world, and this is the only way I'm going to get my voice heard. Do you understand that? I don't have people who want to see me talk to me. Like, there's some who talk to me and that, but I'm not one that people want to hang around. I'm too full on. I'm too straight to the point. I don't sidestep. It's not me. I want to be truthful. If you want to bash the shit out of me, if you want to kill me, do it. I don't care. Do it. Show me how evil you people are. Because that's what you are. You're evil people. And you will make up any excuse to say why. I'm not young. I'm not a teenager. I'm not in my 20s or 30s. I'm heading towards, I'm 43, so my next big one is 50. And all my life, I've just wanted to make it. And, but now I don't want to. I don't care about it. All this, do this and that, and that's what life is. Nah, that's not what life. What they're doing is they want us to all be good little slaves. Go to work, save your money up, buy a house that you'll be paying off for the rest of your life unless you get rich and wealthy and become a part of their system. That's not what God wants for you. Read the Bible. That's not what God wants for you. A house and all that's just a part of life that you should have had because we have everything that God's given. No, God wants you to be like Him and do His will and spread His word. He doesn't want you to be an ignoramus. He doesn't want you to be selfish. He doesn't want you to have more than everybody else. He doesn't want that. He wants you to love your neighbor as you love yourself. So what you have, He wants your neighbor to have. I thought you all knew this. I thought you were all Bible scholars. I thought you were all Bible geniuses. I thought you all knew everything. I mean, it's a pretty clear message. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Loving your neighbor as you love yourself. So you want yourself to have stuff and be, going forward. So God wants the same thing for your neighbor. Did you know that? So if you think that you deserve a mansion with a pool and all this stuff, guess what? God thinks your neighbor should have the same thing as you got. Because that's what loving your neighbor is. I thought you all knew this. That's what loving your neighbor is. And if you love yourself that much to do that, well, guess what? You should love your neighbor that much to do that. I will school all yous on Bible. Even though I'm probably going to hell, I guarantee you I'll school all yous on hell and heaven and the Bible. Because what does the Bible say? Even the devil knows God's word. See, we all know His word. We all know His rules. We all know His order. Because I like when people try to tell me about the Bible and then I just sit there and I read it and they try to go, well, in the context, in the this, and I go, no, it just said what it said. You can be a bullshit coward little girl all you want because I don't care who you think you are. I've heard all of them. Oh, I'm the big tough guy. And I'm just like, dude, if you want to test it, go ahead, be a psychospastic. I don't care. I'm from nothing. I walked along the road with my mum when I was about 8 years old with no home. Me and my sister walking down the road, middle of nowhere. That was where we lived. You want to threaten me? You want to tell me all this shit? Like, come on, dude. You meant to preach to every corner. Where were you? Where were you? Come on, Mr. Bible genius. All you scholars sitting in your houses and that, all your big churches and that, where were you? The only people I will respect with that, Christ's forgiveness. Christ's forgiveness, they back it up. They do what God asked them to do. Dave Lynn, he has a church, but you know what he does? He goes out to the street corner and preaches the word. He actually goes to where the poor people are, where the hurting people are, where the sick are. Where we are, we're lost, and you won't come and preach Jesus to us. Like, I have hardly anything. I can barely do anything. I don't want people's money, but I go around like everything I got. I've had to earn, and I got to pay out for my knee because it's go. I can barely walk properly, and like I'll go get a job. I'll get a job, but I don't really care about it anymore because you're just all slack. Like we're working for crumbs. And they're going, save up for a house and you'll have a good life. No, you aren't making us have a good life. You're making everything so expensive to live. And it's not helping relationships either because women are just being nasty. I mean, you can say, what do they call simp beta and all that? Like, I'm not one of any of them. I'll tell you right now. If a woman pisses me off, I'm the last person you want to piss off. I'm from the gutter. You just piss me off. I've been driving with the woman, and she started yapping. I just stopped my car and I said, "Get out." And she's looking at me, and I said, "Get out." And she's like, "I'm in nowhere." And I go, "I don't care. You will not speak to me in that way. I do not care. You do not treat me like garbage. Now get out. I will not put up with it. You be nice to me, and I'll be nice to you. You treat me like shit, and I'll show you the worst day ever. I do not like being treated like crap." Because I can look in the mirror, I see my face, I see everything that's happened to me, and I'm just not backing down anymore. I'm just not backing down. You all think it's funny, but I never forgot. Never forgot. I have never forgot. The pain's in my face, man. Like, you want to say you hurt me? Just look at my face. Just look at my face. Who hurt me? All of yous. Male and female, all of yous. Saying it's all jokes. It's all jokes. Yeah, it's all jokes until I'm left alone. So it means you were being serious about it. It means you meant it. But you're too much of a coward. But all the girls love you cowards, don't they? You're quick to say shit, but you never come where I go. Oh, there's some do, but most of them are homies, so because they're real. They're not fake idiots. And most of them come from backgrounds that are pretty rough, and they know what it's like. That's why we get along because we know what roughness is, and it's not fun. It's not yay. It's not I'm awesome or I'm down with it. No one is celebrating coming from the rough, tough, get knocked the hell out from some guy, get robbed, get rolled. It's not fun. It's not a life that you celebrate. Like being bashed senseless and then waking up after you've been absolutely knocked the F out by being gang bashed is not something fun. I'm not laughing about it. This is a life I went through. Being bashed several times by groups. Getting people ringing me up. I'm going to jump on your head. I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to put you in a grave. This is my life I went through all my life. And you people have the audacity to say shit. But I'm the one by myself, alone, living, going, moving, standing on my 2 feet while you all claim to be in it, to be from it. I'll tell you, you're all fake lying sacks of shit. Sorry, God, for swearing, but they need to know. You tell me how you're struggling and you're poor, how you got chains and guns and cars, dumbass. I'm calling bullshit. Oh, you're a crack dealer? So you're a criminal. You sold crack to who? Everybody? And how many people are celebrating you, people? A lot of yous. I've sold weed, but weed's not a drug. The government likes to tell you it's a drug, but it has to have chemicals in it to be a drug. So the only place you're going to get chemicals is from the government, because bush party is basically harmless, but the government puts chemicals in there so they can produce more. And I've had some of their stuff. One of the stuff, it wasn't flushed properly, and oh my god, it gave me the biggest headache. I thought, what the hell is this? It's not how you're meant to feel on weed. But I like weed. I hardly drink. But my family brought bourbon cans over. They're still in my fridge. They've been there for like 3-4 weeks because I don't drink. I don't like drinking. I like being able to talk. I'm not high now, but that's because I want to go to the gym later. I had to go get upgrade my license to MC. Um, yes, multiple combination. I'm still doing things. I got 10 months to get a job again, to get my life back in order. But I want to do the rap I want to do, because I want to. We've got to get rid of the gangsters and the thug life mentality. It's got to go. Like the criminal life is not good for children. We've got to stop propping them up. I'm guilty of it because I've been a fan of hip hop all my life. But when you get older and you realize that's wrong, like talking about shooting people and stuff, you know who the best rapper I've heard who actually has a decent way of expressing it? DMX. DMX knew he was a sinner and he rapped it. His challenges with the devil, praying to God, begging him to forgive him and save him. That's a Christian. And he was, well, oh, but he was tall. And I go, do you even listen to his lyrics? He was crying out to God. That's a guy crying out to Jesus. Look what I'm doing, Jesus. I need you. That's all it was. It was a message to Jesus. Look what's happening, Jesus. Look what I'm doing. The devil is hurting me. I need you. That's basically what he's saying. Lord, give me a sign. Lord, give me a sign. What I need to do, I need you. DMX was wanting Jesus so badly. He's a rapper I could love forever. Tupac talked a lot about like the father and Judas and all that, but I think he didn't believe enough because he wasn't shown the artifacts, the actual truth behind it, and the history of it. Like, he just wanted to read it and then attack it instead of researching more on the actual Bible and its trustworthiness. But I will always love Tupac. Tupac was a great icon for the struggle. Better go get my, you know. But a lot of rappers, they're just. But how many of these people love Eminem? Well, guess what? I've listened to nearly all his old stuff. I've listened to every single one. His unreleased stuff. Look, man. He can rap, but he's not a good role model for your children. I'm sorry, no, just not. Eminem is not a good role model for your children. Um, uh, you know what? I will say one thing. I don't know how bad he is. He looks a bit like he comes across as a bit of a snake. But Snoop Dogg, he has changed. Like, the way he expresses himself now is like me. Like, he's a dad. He sees his children. He's like, I don't want to get involved in this shit anymore. Like, he must know he's done some bad shit, And he's like, I can't do this anymore. I've got kids. I've got all these things. Get out of it. I've got all these kids around me. I can't do this anymore. I think he's changed life. I hope he follows Christ, and I hope he forgive. I've said some things about him. Hope he forgives me about it. And, I forgive him for him, and I believe he's changed. I believe he's changed a lot. Even though him and Tupac might have fallen out, and I really see that was the thing that hurt both of them. I think he's changed. Like, it sounds like he is doing it for his kids. But everything about him now is just kids. My kids. It's like I don't care. I know I've done bad things, but I need to change this, and I believe in that. It's a good thing. Um, but a lot of them, no, they're not good role models for your children. Saying, going out, putting, selling dope, killing people, this having orgies and stuff. No, man, don't have orgies. Don't go do that. It's not good for your bonding skills to get a wife or a husband. Orgies are not good for you. Look at that. Huh? Have a look. I see it every day when I get up. I look in the mirror. I see what you see in the video. I see it every day. And you want to tell me something, do you? Are you sure? Are you sure? I know people have had really bad lives, but they're never mean to me because they look at me and I look at them and we go, yep, we know. But you people, you seem to think you're more important than everybody else. Yeah, exactly. I'm happy when I'm stoned because I don't have to think about it. I'm unhappy with everything because I don't want to see what I'm seeing. I don't want to be here. I want Jesus to take me away. Seeing the future that kids are going to be poor while all you older people who've had life, you've had life. You've had life. I'll say it again. You have had life, but you're greedy and you're leaving nothing for the children. You're pathetic. You're not a father or a mother or a mature adult or wise. There's nothing wise about leaving massive debt and the highly likely of poverty for children in the future. That's not wise. That's the opposite of wise, of having wisdom. And I say look up to your elders. No one wants to look up to you anymore. We see what you have done. We're not looking up to you anymore. We're all talking to each other saying, these older people are killing us. They're going to leave our children with nothing. They're just greedy. So, but anyway, I just got on air because I can. Because I can. I want you to know me. I want you to look at an ugly guy on the internet who's telling you life and how I see it, what I've gone through. Because you just don't know what it is like for an ugly person to live unless you are an ugly guy. You have no idea. Every day you have to get up, you're ugly. And no one is nice to you. But they put on a persona that they're nice humans, but they're not. So, I have an MC license. I have a forklift license. I've driven. I've worked most of my life. But people know this. And they know how hard I work. But it's not about that anymore. It's about who you know, who can suck each other off. And I'm writing lyrics, and I want to release it before I have to go back to work for some person who's going to give me crumbs. I want to make myself money. I want to release what we should be listening to. I just need to find my voice and get some beats. And I'm going to humiliate every gangster rapper in the world. I'm going to humiliate you. And you know how I'm going to do that? With Jesus. How are you going to beat Jesus? Tell me. Tell me, gangster, how are you going to beat Jesus? Come on, pimp. Come on, murderer. Come on, serial killer. Tell me how you're going to beat Jesus. Tell me. Come on, Eminem. Tell me how you're going to beat Jesus. What? You're gonna slash and gash and put a hole in his ass? I'd like to see that, Eminem. I would like to see you discriminate Jesus. I'd like you to tell Jesus who God is. I'm coming for you all. I don't care. You insult Jesus. You think you're God. You think you have the authority to threaten people, to tell them what you're going to do. I mean, there are some songs I will agree are very good. I will give 50 Cent props. That guy is probably um, the realest gangster I've heard because it's in his words. But I believe in that he wanted to change because it's what most people say. He didn't. He wanted to get away from the drugs. He wanted to change his life. He wanted to better. And the guy lost his mum. That's a hard thing to do, man. Like I will give 50 Cent all the respect in the world. That's one guy who is a proper gangster who seems like he's not um, backing down to people who want to steer people into the lifestyle he lived. Because I know he doesn't want that lifestyle. You can see the way he dresses, the way he acts, the way he talks. He knows it's a shit life. And he doesn't even really rap anymore. And everything about him is not the gangster way. It's the man way. Like I'll give 50 Cent heaps of props. Like that guy looks like a gentleman, like a good dude. But I don't know what he says with Eminem because they're totally two different dudes. And what he raps about, I'm just like, what's wrong with you? Like, but Eminem actually has some really good songs that you think he was changing, like he was going to actually follow God and stop being murderous in his lyrics. I actually thought he was going to change. Like I remember No Apologies. Um, what's the other one? No Apologies and the one where he's talking about proof. What's it called? Be careful what you wish for. Now they're good. They're loving songs from Eminem. Like No Apologies is talking about he's not going to apologize. That's fair enough. You know, you're not going to apologize. But be careful what you wish for is him basically saying he wanted all this, he got it, and then I was like, whoa, maybe I shouldn't have wanted this. Now my friend got shot. We're playing in the wrong game. You know, they come across like it's something big, like being a gangster and that. Nah, it's the wrong life. But I'm coming at you, dudes. I can't unless you change your ways and say being a gangster, selling drugs, and all that is wrong. I'm gonna have to. I've got no choice. It's God's rule or none. Jesus says no. It's wrong. Gangbanging is wrong as far as Jesus is concerned. Yes, the government are just as bad. He says that's wrong too. You have to understand Jesus. Jesus isn't high fiving the government. He's not high fiving the Crips and the Bloods either, or the Latin Kings or any country. Jesus is not high fiving. If you read the Bible, he's pretty clear. It's his will. It's his will, not Xi Jinping's will, not Putin's will, not Trump's will, not Merkel's will, not Albanese's will, no, Jesus Christ's will. What did Jesus do? He washed his servants' feet. And they're going, oh, you shouldn't wash it. He said, if you don't allow me to wash your feet, you're not worthy of my kingdom. Jesus didn't go, you're going to wash my feet or I'm going to stomp your head in or you're not worthy of me. No, he served. He's servants. There's a big difference between Jesus and a lot of people. So, look, I respect your skill. I respect you went through some shit. But cut the gangster stuff and the killing and the murdering and the pimping and the abusing women. Same with you women. Stop this shit. Oh, it's got to be down to the horse. Stop. Or I'm going to have to bring God. I'm going to have to bring his wrath. I'm going to have to bring all his commands, all his, you know, his justice, all his sentencing, all of your judgments of where you are going. I will bring it. I read the Bible every day. Even little snippets every now and then. Read a little bit here, a little bit there. But I've read the whole thing. So I can use the Bible. And you'll be going, I'll shoot you, I'll kill you. And I'll be just going, yeah, I'm going to heaven and you're going to hell for eternity. So it doesn't really matter. You have this thing in your head that if you shoot someone, you're awesome. No, you're scum. We're going to leave it at that anyway. I've been on here for too long. Praise Jesus.